We made Granny last.
Did we?
Yeah.
I must have missed that one. Let me guess, it was nothing good.
Well, it just the facts were. We spent 15 grand for Reedy, but our balance in our account was only 45,000.
Which is not true, right?
You got to add another zero.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Gene's down to area planning, he said he was coming right now. So.
Okay.
Woodall said he had a doctor's appointment. I said, man, quit scheduling those on Thursday.
Question what kind of doctor it was.
Psychological, I think. That's all I'm going to ask you, is psychological. It's a shrink.
So that's how much it cost us to do this study?
No, I asked him, he was talking about this, the 2.9 million. I said, but what does it cost the county if we don't take those out? I mean, I realize what the value of them are. And he said, well, about $53,000. And I still don't understand how he comes up with that. He said, that's what it will actually cost. You will lose $53,000 worth of revenue.
We will?
That's what he said.
Why would we do it?
No, if we leave it in. Of potential revenue, if we leave it in. But Dave, and I looked at some of those parcels.
Well, and he was telling me that he called me today. Of course, you know, he gets his own, he has his own agenda. But
I'm not sure we should take them out either. I
well,
don't
we
know.
just did this process 4 or 5 years ago with Baker Tilly.
Well, apparently they look at all of them every year. And my question is, do they look at them every year because they can make money every year?
Yeah,
Or they look at
because
them
we're a
every year 'cause
profit
they're
center.
supposed to? Yeah,
I think we're a profit center for them.
I don't doubt that a bit. But I kind of agree with Dave. I'm not sure. You know, that last time we did that, we went through manually and decided we didn't want to take some of those out too. Remember? So
Yeah.
he said, you take these all out. And that's what I told him. I said, well, then we need a list of where those are. And he goes, well, we can do that, but that'll cost you.
Yeah.
So whatever, you know. Sure.
Long time.
Nope.
I'm gonna talk on the dot.
It's
We're on.
It's already on.
It's on. He's on.
So we're good to go.
Yeah, but I'm going to snip it.
Conversation picks it up.
All right, let's do the pledge. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So welcome to the redevelopment commission meeting, and we got a pretty short agenda today and not very many people here. So the first item is the approval of the minutes from the July 16th meeting. And I do notice there's one correction on there. It said our next meeting would be August
21st, it's the 20th. I caught that after. But you all got your email copies, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from July 16th.
Got a motion to approve?
My second.
And a second. All those in favor? All right. All right. Next item of business, Brad Bender and Mayor Vernon came last time to talk about what their plans were for Vernon and possibly requesting some funds. And I think you said you met with the commissioners today, which I think Dave would all ask you to do after you left here. So if you kind of want to update us, and the floor is yours.
Well, I have a new spreadsheet, revised our capital plan to better reflect what we're trying to do, because we are in a process of working on a bonding issue for our facility improvements. That's the things at the gym and at the parks. And I wanted to clarify that, because then when I went to the commissioners this morning, to make sure they understood as well, what I'm looking for is help with infrastructure projects, public infrastructure, streets, sidewalks, and utilities. Because we are the county seat, and as such, we think that's a good co-op, if you will, because, for example, I brought it up to them, the CCMG projects, we haven't been able to get into them because we don't have any match money. If we can get help with the match money, then we can leverage the 75, 80% or whatever it is that they have at this point in time. And commissioners agreed. They thought that was something we needed to try to do. Now, they tabled our funding request and more research. And one of the things being a joint meeting between the council and the commissioners that I guess hasn't been scheduled yet, but that would help kind of clarify some of this. But what was brought up and mentioned in the meeting was they thought TIF would be a great vehicle for this. I know, and I had said I had already been here, but prior to the meeting this morning, I did some research last week, because you had mentioned, didn't think you could spend your TIF money from your northern section outside of it. The research I did, and I'm by no means an expert, you can spend money outside your TIF district if you feel it's to the benefit of the county or to the TIF. So I just wanted to bring that up because I think the county seat is a benefit to everyone. And I'm just looking for help, but again, not with our facilities. We're taking care of that through our own bonding machine. But as I mentioned, the CCMG, we can develop match money. We haven't done it for a while, so we're behind on what's called the PACER audit and the setup and all that. And of course, the standards have changed. I used to be able to do that, but now I can't black eye or something. So things like that, things at the utilities, there are planning grants available for the utilities, a $50,000 planning grant. I'm told we're eligible and would get it, but we need 12.5 in match money to do that. So I just wanted to come back and get you up to date where I stood, what we had done, because you had mentioned from here go to the council, but then the council said go to the commissioners. I want to keep everybody in the loop. I might start showing up at all these meetings.
So, to piggyback a little bit on what you said, you were talking about the research you did, if we could use that money. I did some research, and I agree with you that I think that can be used for that,
Okay.
if we decide to do something like that. I don't know how everybody else feels, but I'll just tell you, from my perspective, I do agree with you. I mean, it's the county seat. It's a place we need to invest as a county, one way or the other, I think. And I personally, if we move forward at some point in doing that, I would rather see us finance a project, like, instead of match money. That's just me. I mean, whether it's sidewalks, some kind of infrastructure, I just think that's a better look for the public. I think, I get a little irritated when we have to spend all these money on studies and things, and it just kind of goes out the window.
And I understand. But some of this requires the planning grants before you can apply for, just like we're in the process of the SS4A, Safe Streets for All. We have to do that as a planning document before we can turn around and apply for what I'm told is billions of dollars out there on federal highway for projects. Like we have stuff now that they were working on for the courthouse square that could be transformational, for sure.
Yeah.
But we have to have this planning document before we can take that next step.
And I will say, I attended that meeting with,
Yes.
with Brad, and the plans that they had drew up for the courthouse square and different things are amazing. I mean, if they ever get that pulled together, I mean, it was crazy, the amount of money that they would spend there, so.
And on the highway.
Yes, and for the highway, but that's my 2 cents, so.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to get you up to date, and like I said, I may start attending all series of county meetings. And like I said, we are the county seat. As I pointed out to them, between the town and the county, that's the largest property owners in the county seat.
Not much tax revenue coming out of there.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, next item of business, we just have a claim to approve for our liability insurance. It's our yearly premium. I think it's the same amount that's been for the last 2 previous years anyway. And I think that's the same amount we started with Shepherd Insurance, and it's attached in the packet. Total is $2,495.
I'd make a motion to approve the claim from Shepherd Insurance.
Okay, we have a motion to approve by Ashley, we have a second?
Yep.
Second by Gene, and all those in favor? Aye. Okay, I'll get that to the auditor's office to get paid.
Okay.
The next item of business is I sent an email out, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. We got an email from Reedy, basically asking us if we wanted to remove some parcels from our TIF districts. They claimed that those parcels were costing us money because they were in there, and I think it's a process we did about 3 or 4 years ago. $2.9 million is what they've identified the incremental assessed value to be that it's taking away. And when I asked them direct costs, they estimated somewhere around $53,000 actual dollars. They provided a list of the parcel numbers. And I know in the past, with the other service we were using, not only did they provide those parcel numbers, they also gave us a map and showed us where they were. They didn't do that this time. We can ask them to do that at an additional cost if we want. I know that I pulled a few of these and looked at them, but I know Dave pulled some of them, and at least 1 or 2 are out by Decatur or places that he felt that maybe at some point we'd develop. So we might want to really look twice at pulling those out. So I don't know if anybody else has looked at them or what your guys' thoughts are.
I guess I didn't see the original email, but just looking at this, this is, I mean, it's a condensed list versus the exhaustive list that we had 4 or 5 years ago when we did this. I hesitate redoing this without a lot more research into it.
Okay.
Don't want to get in a situation where we're, you know,
Taking out something we need to.
Yeah, don't take it out to put it back in. That'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I agree with that too.
and I just don't want to get in a situation where it's a opportunity for us to be a profit center for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that. Gene, what are you thinking?
I've seen, I didn't want to make a decision about studying it more to make sure it doesn't come back to bite us.
Okay. So what I'll do, I mean, obviously it requires no formal vote unless we decide to do it. So I will just let them know we're going to hold off for right now. And honestly, looking at that list, it wouldn't take us very long to pull those parcels and see exactly where they are for ourselves. But I agree with that. So I guess we don't have to do anything officially on that anyway.
And there's no deadline for us doing it. We just do it as we probably see fit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there is a deadline.
For 1 year to the next.
Year to
but-
the next, I don't know what that
But,
deadline is.
not
but
in
there's
that
no
calendar.
anxiety that it has to be done, so.
No, I don't think so at all. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about that we need to talk about, or you guys want to discuss?
Wasn't a whole lot going, was there?
No, not really. I would, Brad, do you have a photograph, small photograph of what their proposal was for the town of Vernon and the square?
Not yet.
Okay. If
When
you
we
get
get to
one
the
of those.
plan document, we'll
Okay,
definitely have that.
okay.
But they took those sheets with them so they could scan them and reduce them.
Okay. I took a picture of what was there, so
Oh, did you?
I'll share that.
I didn't, they took a lot, I could get it.
Okay.
I was waiting until they could, you know.
So are you going back to the next Commissioner, what did the commissioners ask you to do?
They tabled it and said it'd be a good item for the joint session between council and commissioners, and then I asked and it hasn't been scheduled yet. So
Okay.
But that's, like I said, and they also said this would be something good for the TIF to participate.
Gene, is that, I mean, are there always joint sessions, or do they just do that as they need it on?
As needed.
Okay, okay. So we'll look into that and
Sure.
keep you updated.
I said I think I'll just start, as the county seat, I'll start showing up at the county meetings.
Well, you're close, you don't have to come far.
Yeah, you're close. Jump in the street.
All right, I guess if there's nothing else, we'll, our next meeting is, September 17th. If nothing else, motion to adjourn, I guess.
I'll make it.
Second.
In favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned.
September 17th.
Same time.
Sometimes, same back.